big AI company updates: OpenAI, Google, and Meta. The world of artificial intelligence is moving at a velocity that defies conventional analysis and challenges our very understanding of technological progress. We are currently witnessing a monumental shift from simple conversational interfaces to complex autonomous systems that can reason and plan across multiple domains. This transformation is being driven by a handful of titans who are locked in an unprecedented race for computational supremacy and market dominance. As we move deeper into 2026, the landscape of artificial intelligence is being fundamentally reshaped by OpenAI and Google and Meta. Each of these organizations is pursuing a distinct vision of the future that will ultimately determine how we interact with information and each other for decades to come. OpenAI remains at the epicenter of this revolution by pivoting their entire strategy toward the concept of advanced reasoning and logical inference. The release of their latest reasoning models marks a departure from the traditional approach of predicting the next word in a sequence. Instead of responding instantly, these new systems take the time to think through complex problems by breaking them down into smaller logical steps. This architectural shift allows the artificial intelligence to correct its own mistakes and explore different paths before providing a final answer to the user. Many industry experts believe that this development is the first true step toward artificial general intelligence because it mimics the human capacity for deep contemplation. The company is also heavily investing in multimodal capabilities that allow their models to see and hear and speak with human-like fluidity. Their video generation technology, known as Sora, continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in digital storytelling by creating hyper-realistic scenes from simple text prompts. However, the internal culture at OpenAI is also undergoing significant changes as they transition from a nonprofit research lab into a massive commercial powerhouse. This transition has led to the departure of several key founding members, but the momentum behind their product roadmap appears to be stronger than ever before. Google is responding to these challenges by leveraging their massive ecosystem and their deep integration into the lives of billions of people. The Gemini era has arrived in full force, with models that feature an incredibly large context window capable of processing millions of tokens at once. This means that a user can upload entire libraries of documents or hours of high-definition video and ask the artificial intelligence to find specific details or summarize complex themes. Google is also focusing on the concept of Project Astra, which aims to create a universal artificial intelligence assistant that can perceive the world through a smartphone camera in real time. This assistant can identify objects and explain mathematical equations and even remember where you left your keys by analyzing the visual feed of your surroundings. The integration of Gemini into the Google Workspace and the Android operating system represents a massive advantage for the search giant. They are not just building a chatbot, but rather weaving a digital fabric that assists users in every aspect of their professional and personal lives. Furthermore, the development of their 6th-generation tensor processing units ensures that they have the specialized hardware necessary to train the next generation of massive neural networks without relying entirely on external suppliers. Meta has taken a radically different approach by championing the cause of open-source artificial intelligence and democratizing access to powerful models. Mark Zuckerberg has pivoted the company to focus almost entirely on the development of the Llama family of models, which are now used by millions of developers around the world. By releasing the weights of their high-performance models for free, Meta has effectively created a global standard that challenges the closed systems of their competitors. This strategy allows the global research community to optimize and improve the models, which in turn benefits the entire ecosystem. Meta is also making significant strides in the realm of wearable technology by integrating their artificial intelligence into smart glasses. These devices allow users to interact with a digital assistant without ever looking at a screen, creating a more natural and seamless experience. The recent unveiling of the Orion augmented reality glasses has shown a glimpse of a future where digital information is overlaid onto the physical world with incredible precision. Meta believes that the future of artificial intelligence is not just found in data centers, but on our faces and in our ears, and integrated into our daily social interactions. The competition between these three giants is also driving a massive investment in energy infrastructure and data center construction. The sheer amount of electricity required to train and run these sophisticated models is forcing companies to explore nuclear power and other sustainable energy sources. We are seeing a shift where the ability to secure massive amounts of clean energy is just as important as the ability to write efficient code. Furthermore, the race for high-quality data has led to new partnerships with media organizations and content creators to ensure that models are trained on accurate and diverse information. The ethical implications of this rapid advancement are also coming into sharper focus as regulators around the world struggle to keep pace with the technology. Issues regarding copyright and deepfakes and the potential for job displacement are being debated at the highest levels of government. Despite these challenges, the pace of innovation shows no signs of slowing down as we enter an era of agentic artificial intelligence. Agentic artificial intelligence represents the next frontier, where systems will not just answer questions, but also execute tasks on behalf of the user. Imagine an assistant that can plan an entire vacation and book the flights and negotiate the hotel prices without any manual intervention. This level of autonomy requires a deep understanding of human intent and the ability to navigate complex digital environments. OpenAI is working on agents that can operate a computer just like a human would by moving the cursor and clicking buttons. Google is developing agents that can manage entire business workflows by communicating with different software applications. Meta is building agents that can facilitate social interactions and manage online communities with minimal human oversight. This transition from passive assistants to active agents will fundamentally change the global economy and the way we think about productivity and labor. The hardware that powers these advancements is also evolving at a breakneck pace, with new chips and architectures being announced almost every month. The reliance on traditional central processing units has given way to specialized accelerators that are designed specifically for the mathematical operations required by neural networks. This hardware revolution is enabling the deployment of smaller and more efficient models that can run locally on devices like laptops and smartphones. This shift toward edge computing will enhance user privacy and reduce the latency associated with cloud-based processing. We're also seeing the emergence of new form factors for computers that are designed from the ground up to be artificial intelligence first. These devices often lack traditional screens and rely instead on voice commands and gestures and visual sensors to interact with the world. As we look toward the end of the decade, the distinction between human and machine intelligence will continue to blur in many professional fields. The ability to generate high-quality code and write compelling prose and create stunning visual art is no longer the exclusive domain of human beings. However, this does not mean that human creativity is becoming obsolete, but rather that it is being augmented and amplified by these powerful tools. The most successful individuals and organizations will be those who can effectively collaborate with artificial intelligence to solve complex problems. The updates from OpenAI and Google and Meta are not just corporate announcements, but rather the blueprints for a new era of human civilization. We are standing at a crossroads where the decisions made by a few hundred engineers and executives will impact the lives of billions. In conclusion, the state of artificial intelligence in 2026 is defined by a relentless pursuit of reasoning and integration and accessibility. OpenAI is pushing the boundaries of what a machine can think, while Google is expanding the horizons of what a machine can see and remember. Meta is ensuring that this technology remains accessible to the world through open-source initiatives and innovative wearable hardware. The synergy between these different approaches is accelerating the arrival of a world where artificial intelligence is as ubiquitous and essential as electricity. We must remain vigilant and informed as these technologies continue to evolve and reshape our reality at an exponential rate. The journey has only just begun, and the most incredible breakthroughs are likely still ahead of us in the coming years.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell.